A 20-year-old Greek big man once tried to knock Mike Dunleavy out in a playoff game. Almost 11 years later, Dunleavy trying to figure out how to acquire that player for the team he runs now. That tweet came from a dashingly good-looking Nick Friedell, who's sitting just a few feet from me right now on Yahoo Sports Daily. Dan Titus also with us, Caroline Fenton Jason Fits. And let's dig into it for just a second. Nick, tell us a little bit about the Warriors' pursuit. Do you really believe they have the chips necessary, this is the important part, the chips necessary to land Giannis?
I think they do. I'm curious if they put them all in the next couple days. I don't believe that it's going to happen now. I think the Warriors would like for it maybe to happen, but I'm still hesitant that the super pairing of Steph and Giannis is that much better than Steph and Jimmy before he got hurt and Draymond. So I think there are a lot of different layers here we can get into, but Mr. Fitz, if we were betting on exactly what happens, at least with the Warriors, I'd be surprised if it happens before Thursday.
Yeah, I'm just curious about the other teams that are interested, right? Because the Warriors have, the young piece in Jonathan Kuminga. They have the future assets in terms of picks. Maybe Brandon Podziemski comes over as well. But what if OKC wanted to get Giannis? What if Houston wanted to offer up some of their young pieces? San Antonio. There's other big hitters that could come in here and just surprise the league. So while the Warriors probably have the best offer right now, I think the Bucks are probably going to wait a little bit longer to kind of stretch this out to see, all right, how long, who's going to get desperate. Right now, the Warriors are desperate. And, Mike Dunleavy's in Australia right now, evaluating talent. So I think he's kind of operating as if, it seems like he's operating as if, I still got to do my job and worry about the picks, not necessarily trying to acquire one of the best players in the league right now.
Okay, but here's my thought process. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. The Warriors have what is probably on paper the most attractive trade package for the Bucks. I think the Knicks make the most basketball sense, but what are the Knicks going to give the Bucks to make it worthwhile to trade for Giannis? But are the Warriors in a position right now to push all of their future assets into the middle when your average age of your starting five is like 75 years old?
There's one person that answers that question, and it's Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yep.
He has got to be the guy that decides, okay, we're going to push everything in, or, all right, I'm good with Draymond. We'll wait for Jimmy, and we'll see what happens over the next couple summers. If Steph wants this to happen, he's got to be the one to push it. And if Steph wants this to happen, he's got to call up Giannis and be like, hey, big fella, I need you out here. I am very hesitant to think both of those things are going to happen again right now. Could they happen over the summer as everybody kind of finds out what's actually on the table? Maybe, but I'd be surprised if Steph was behind the scenes as that engine saying, you all better do this right now or else I'm going to get really upset.
Let me ask you this then. If the Warriors go all in, they get super aggressive, they get it done, it takes a king's ransom, does it result in an NBA championship in the next few years in your mind? Because if it doesn't, what's the point for the Warriors?
No, because you got to see what's left. They're going to be gutting. I mean, I will say I think that it would be a move that Warriors fans would have wanted a long time ago. Let's commit to a path. We're not trying to build for the future. We're trying to win now. And I think that that's where they failed the organizations, that they've always been trying to move on from Steph, move on from Steph. What's life after Steph? He's still here. He could probably play till he's like 43 years old. He's one of the best shooters ever. He is the best shooter ever. So I think now at least you're just pushing your chips in to say, we're trying to win it now. We want to extend this. We don't care about the future. Let's get it. Can they win it? I don't know about that.
Vince, I'm with Dan. I don't believe they can win, but it gives them a path towards whatever's coming after Steph. And from a business standpoint, you can build around Giannis and say, all right, he's our guy. The problem is they're still not better than the Thunder. They're still not better than the Nuggets with Jokic. We don't know what other moves would happen. What I am very hesitant for the rest of the league is you've got a guy in Giannis who's going to be 32 with calf issues. Mm-hmm. He is strong, and he is physical, and he plays fast. What happens in a couple more years? So whether it's the Warriors or anybody else, when you get that next extension, Giannis is still awesome. I just don't know if he can stay at that awesome level for years and years to come.
This also is not the first time we've talked about a Giannis trade. I feel like every single year we want Giannis out of Milwaukee so badly. This year feels different. Like this year feels like the year where it's maybe more tangible, more likely to happen. Dan, why is this year different? Why now?
The Bucks are a mess. They're unfortunately, they let go of Dame Lillard. He wasn't happy about that. And then they started poorly. And, no slight to Doc Rivers, but I don't know. They fired Adrian Griffin a little bit too early, in my opinion. And now you're looking at a roster that has Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, Miles Turner, who's having one of the worst offensive seasons that he's had. It's not desirable. And I think Giannis has done enough in his career. He got them a championship. He doesn't owe them anything anymore. If he wants a championship, now's the time he needs to ask out. And right now, I think, he's nursing this calf injury, but I think everyone around the league knows, like, Giannis wants out, and this is the time to make a move. So here, give us your best offers. The thing I'm curious about is, like, what if Giannis has demands? Like, what if Giannis wants to go to a specific place? Does that kind of alter how this negotiation tactics kind of go? So if Steph Curry calls him and says, yo, Giannis, come to the Bay, I don't know. Let's see it happen.
So everybody knows my love of horror movies. I love to say, do you want to play a game? But this one doesn't involve a little guy on a tricycle or any torture. We're going to play a game. We've got some whiteboards for you guys. We've got some markers for you guys. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give a name, and then you tell me where you think they're going to go. Okay. So hide your marker boards from each other, and we're going to go through some big trade destinations, big trade candidates, I should say. And then I'll count 3, 2, 1, and when I say go, we'll reveal to the cameras and explain your answers. Are we ready for this game, gentlemen? We feel good?
Do it.
We feel good. All right. Start with this. We're talking about Giannis. So write down on the whiteboard, what team will Giannis be playing for this time next week? So we're talking about just a few days from now. Write it big so the cameras can see it. All right. And everybody's ready. Okay.
We'll be judging your handwriting.
All right. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. What do we got?
Ooh.
Bucks and Bucks. Both saying Bucks. I hear Frank Schwab, who you can watch on Inside Coverage later today, rejoicing in the background, a diehard Bucks fan. All right, so we know you've made it clear, Nick, why you think Bucks. Dan, why do you think?
Yeah, I just think that it just makes sense for the Bucks to just wait this out. A lot of teams are still trying to figure out. They're getting healthier. Teams are getting healthier, so they're trying to see what their core nucleus looks like. I think it's going to be a summertime trade for Giannis, and plus he's hurt right now, so I think some teams might be a little bit skittish just given his playoff history and those calf injuries. So.
All right, well, let's go back into our NBA general manager crystal ball. This time next week, where will Ja Morant be playing?
Ooh, Ja. This is good. It's next week, so.
I know. Next week.
Can't wait. We will, by the way, even though we are in San Francisco live in person covering the Super Bowl, fear not, we are going to have every ounce of the trade deadline covered. It took Titus a long time to write this. Can't wait to see what the answers. All right, reveal in. Go ahead. You want to count?
Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Ja Morant will be in Memphis.
Oh,
so boring. I know.
They're literally booing us in our ears. We are being booed. Our own show staff is going full rogue on us, booing you guys. All right, Nick, why is he not going anywhere?
Because he doesn't have a lot of trade value. This is not the job from a few years ago. He's just not the same player. The money that's still left on that deal and the impact he can make, good luck to Memphis.
That availability, still a concern. Guy can't play any games, so I don't know. It's just a hard move. It's a hard market for him and a lot of other players right now that have this superstar name to them.
All right, so let's stay in that same draft class then, because I remember when everybody thought the first 2 players in that draft were going to change 2 franchises. Zion, a week from now, where is Zion playing? Not eating. Where is Zion playing? Yeah, I made the joke. I made a fat joke. It's okay.
He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's fat. Okay, he's fat.
All right, so let's reveal it in 3, 2, 1. We're getting canceled after this one. Bulls saying New Orleans. The boos are coming at an electric pace. Titus,
yeah, electric trade deadline. That's what we're putting together on these boards.
I got Luka to the Lakers last year. Now all of a sudden we're gluttonous. Like,
yes.
You don't get Giannis to Golden State, we're all gonna boo. But then why is Zion sticking in New Orleans?
Kind of similar with Ja. You just can't trust them with the availability. And the Pelicans, they're supposed to be winning right now. They're one of the worst teams in the league. Their draft pick's going to go to Atlanta next year. If they could find a suitor, I think they would take it. But I just haven't heard any rumblings of anybody interested in Zion Williamson right now.
Nick, is this a Pelicans problem? Because, look, it's no mystery that the Pelicans have struggled a bit in their entirety of their existence. Is this a Pelicans problem or is this a Zion problem?
It's a both. This is like, this is when you see the question and you go, yes.
Yes. Yes.
There are a lot of problems in New Orleans. That fan base is so sad and they're just depressed. Zion didn't hold up his end of the bargain, though. He didn't keep his body in order. He hasn't played at the same level, and he hadn't been out there enough. Nobody's denying the talent. It's there. He's just not the type of franchise savior they made him out to be.
I wish you and I collectively could have the hours back that we spent on ESPN Radio at the time talking about both of these gentlemen in the draft. All right, let's get one more in before I drink my 12 stones of oblivion. Anthony Davis, AD. So we have two more we're going to get in. So AD is next one. So AD, where's AD going to be in a week? All right, so we'll see as they do some writing right now. Anthony Davis.
A little bit of a little something.
I mean, maybe we can have something.
Something.
All right, reveal in 3, 2, 1. Oh, man.
There.
There we go. We are consistent. We are, man.
Another boom.
I love the injured
NBA,
guys.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of variance this year.
I am feeling our producer extraordinaire, Mike Goldfarb, who does a great job and loves the NBA, and he loves passionate storylines. He has been so excited for this trade deadline for months. I am feeling him melt behind the curtain right now. Like I'm looking live, and I'm melting, and it's happening right in front of us. Titus, Nick?
I mean, I just wish he could stay healthy, man. Like, he's just ruined his own trade market for that. And he wants an extension, which I think is also a very interesting thing, given his injury history. But Rich Paul swears he's going to get traded. So, I don't know. Maybe this is the one that we might actually see some movement on.
Dan, if you were to invest in any of these guys, though, given their injury history, you couldn't feel good about any of them because of what we've seen year after year. This isn't new. These aren't new issues with the injuries. Good luck to everybody out there that's expecting like some major deadline moves. I think the moves we're going to see are like the one we started with.
Yeah.
As much as we're getting booed for all of this, I don't think you're wrong. Like, if I'm a general manager, in good faith, I cannot give up tangible assets for Anthony Davis or for Zion or for Ja because they're just big question marks. So for our love and adoration for chaos, one player, I mean, right on your whiteboards, one player that you think will be moved at the deadline might be a massive Luka-level shock if that even exists in the NBA, but one player that could be moved at the deadline.
They're about to both give
Good,
us
a good player.
Yeah.
A good player.
All right.
A player that we will be talking about on Friday post NBA trade deadline.
Not
Nick,
DeAndre
I'm
Hunter
watching
and
Nick
Dennis
meltdown
Schroeder.
over here. Like
Right.
Nick's like, Nick's about to trade me somewhere. That's about happening. I mean, this is electric. This is electric. Can't wait. I think Nick doesn't have an answer. I think we've seen it. All right, at least we're getting something.
Doesn't want to play the game.
I'm cheating here.
I
but
mean,
see
it's
this.
not.
All right.
It's.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Titus played the game. Go ahead, Titus. See what we got. Titus says, Kobe White.
Right there.
Big fat question mark.
That's what we got. Look, to that point, we were spoiled last year, and it was a year ago that everybody sat here stunned. Even players sat here stunned when Luka was traded, and seeing those images is something I'll never forget. But we also need to remember that is the exception, not the rule. So, gentlemen, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Obviously, you can read Titus across Yahoo Sports, and you can read Nick on The Athletic out there. We appreciate you guys, your expertise. When the bat phone rings over the course of the next 6 days, it's just like if you hear something's happening, just side.
Giannis or bust.
Yeah, Giannis or bust.
That's
basically
what it
we
boils
vote.
down to.
Again, if you're just tuning in, our shows will be live all day from San Francisco. Make sure you stick with Yahoo Sports all day. And we will be hanging out with you all week from San Francisco. So Caroline and I will be here all week. Obviously, with the trade deadline coming up, plenty of NBA talk, but we'll also get you caught up. We're going to go do weird things at the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl experience as well. So
Do weird things, hang out with cool people. It's a dream come true.
she's going to kick
Best
my
job in
ass
the
in a
world.
40-yard dash. That's the one thing. Like, I'm too old for that at this point. Like, there's no way.
Ready to
Come
pop
back
my
and
head.
hang out with us tomorrow. Again, 9 Pacific is our time this week. Thanks for watching Yahoo Sports Daily. Stick with Yahoo Sports all day long.